Most people break quietly. Maya Ellington didn't. The night her family pushed her too far, she didn't crumble. She ignited. For 6 years, Maya had been the one holding everyone else together. At 29, living in a modest apartment in Portland, she worked as a product strategist and made a decent living. Not luxury money, but enough to be comfortable. Enough to help. Too much, actually. Her parents in Reno depended on her for nearly everything. Rent when they fell behind. Her father's recurring medical bills. Her mother's impulsive credit card habits. And her younger brother Eli's college tuition. Whenever the Ellington household tilted toward crisis, Maya became the emergency rope they clung to. In return, she received sighs, guilt, and the same tired jokes about her empty love life, usually delivered by Eli with that smirk he wore like an accessory. She told herself it was fine. Families weren't perfect. Families needed each other, but even a strong rope phrase. It began at Aunt Camille's townhouse, during a Sunday night gathering that always smelled like roasted, garlic and mild chaos. Maya arrived straight from a long drive, hoping for a warm meal and a peaceful evening. Instead, she walked straight into a public ambush. Eli spotted her first. "There she is," he shouted, lifting his soda like a champagne flute. "The family ATM has arrived." "Still single, too. Amazing." Laughter sprinkled around the table like seasoning. Light, dismissive, cruel. Her mother shook her head with a half smile. "Don't tease your sister," she said, though she didn't really mean it. Maya's fork froze. Something inside her, quiet for years, finally rose. She placed her purse down slowly. Her voice, when it came, surprised everyone, including herself. "That's enough," she said. "And I'm done. I'm not paying for anyone anymore." A hush fell over the room. Her father blinked, confused. Eli scoffed. Her mother's face hardened into practiced hurt. "Maya," her mother said, "you know we rely on you. Then you need a new plan," Maya replied. The room shifted. For once, they were the ones stunned into silence. For the next 2 days, her phone lit up nonstop. Pleas from her mother, bargaining from her father, sulking from Eli. Maya ignored all of it. But when an envelope from Silver Desert Bank arrived at her apartment, she nearly dropped it in confusion. She hadn't applied for anything. Inside was the storm, a notice claiming she had defaulted on a $112,000 home equity line of credit, taken out in her name. Attached was a signature that looked vaguely like hers. If someone pressed a pen down so hard it nearly tore the page. Her pulse spiked. Her stomach hollowed. They hadn't just used her money. They had used her identity. Maya didn't call her family. She called a lawyer. Over the next 3 weeks, the truth unraveled like a snagged thread. Her parents had taken out the loan the previous spring when bills piled up. Eli had told them Maya owed it to the family and wouldn't care. When confronted, each of them broke in different ways. Denial, tears, excuses, circular apologies that blamed everything except their actions. Maya listened without flinching. Then she set the terms. "You have 30 days to remove my name from everything," she said, voice steady, "and to repay the loan. If you don't, we go to court." Her mother sobbed. Her father begged. Eli glared at her like she was the villain. But Maya did not bend. For once, she chose herself. The investigation cleared Maya entirely. The bank verified the forgery. Her credit was restored. Her legal liability evaporated. The Ellington home, however, did not survive the fallout. Without Maya's income, the only way to repay the debt was to list the one-story rental they'd lived in for nearly 15 years, boxes stacked against the walls. Furniture disappeared in trucks. For the first time, her parents faced consequences instead of cushioning. When Maya visited for a final family dinner in the half-empty house, the silence felt heavy, almost sacred. "I'm not abandoning you," she said quietly. "But I'm done being the safety net. I love you, but I love myself too." Her parents nodded, eyes red. Eli said nothing. But the anger in his eyes had cooled into something closer to shame. It wasn't reconciliation, but it was honesty. Back in Portland, Maya felt a lightness she had never known. Her apartment no longer felt like a hiding place. It felt like hers. She applied for a leadership program at work, pushed for a salary increase, and for the first time in years, her savings account grew instead of shrinking. She took cooking classes, embarked on weekend hikes, relearned how to spend money on herself without guilt. She realized the truth she'd ignored for years. Love isn't proven by sacrifice. Healthy love doesn't drain you. It grows with you. And sometimes the bravest act of love is choosing boundaries over burnout, truth over silence, and yourself over the version of you others want you to be. Maya didn't break that night. She finally broke free. Maya left her family's house that night with no dramatic goodbyes, just a quiet, steady certainty that her life finally belonged to her. For years she'd carried their weight, their expectations, their chaos. Now she carried only herself. And with each mile she drove back to Portland, she felt layers of exhaustion fall away. She wasn't running from them,